Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a very popular cornmeal recipe from scratch that is very popular in Nigeria and Western Africa. And this cornmeal is very high in probiotics, over 500 billion CFU worth of probiotics in this fermented food. So I'm going to show you how to make it from scratch using dried maize kernels, okay? And of course, if you don't have dried maize kernels, if you're abroad or you live somewhere you cannot get it, you can also buy the hominy grits or hominy corn, yellow corn, okay? And you can make this. And for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna be using the hominy maize grits, which is also very helpful for this recipe. Now you may be wondering why you should even make this, because it contains probiotics. Well, probiotics are very good for your gut. It helps to restore all the good bacteria, and what the good bacteria does in your body is to help you fight and ward off those infections. It reduces your risk of coming down with infections, boosts your immunity, and is healthy. And they also say that the second brain is where in the intestine. So if your gut is healthy, you'll be absolutely healthy as well. And as a bonus, it also helps to restore the normal flora in the vagina. Okay, and this is great for postpartum mothers who are trying to recover, or perhaps those who are having like persistent vaginal infection. This is also a good probiotic to use. And you would also notice that sometimes when children or adults come down with gastrointestinal infections, even doctors or providers usually recommend probiotics, and this is one of them. Okay, and we're going to be fermenting this. We're going to wash it. You can't really get out all the starch, but wash it 2 or 3 times, and then add some water in it, preferably warm water because we're currently in winter. And so I covered it up and left it for about 3 days, and I left it to ferment. Okay, and after leaving it to ferment, it definitely has a stench, but it has done the job. And you see that the maize grits or the maize kernels right now, they look pale, more pale than it was before we fermented. Okay, and it of course softer to feel. Okay, and so we're going to be washing this a couple times just to get that odor off. You also have the choice of washing it in between, say on the second day during the fermentation process, or just leaving it till the very last day like I did. Next, we're gonna blend it, and this is very important that you blend it really smoothly. Make sure that you run it a couple times depending on the watts of your blender. And then when you get a very smooth puree, there are 2 methods I'm going to show you. The first method is where you get a chiffon cloth and just sieve it through the chiffon cloth. And the second method, which is actually something that can save your time, I highly recommend this method, is using your juicer. Okay, it's very easy, because the first method, which is what I'm showing you right now, is very it takes so much time, and and it takes a lot of hand work. Okay, it takes so much time, and this is what our mothers used to do back then, and it's the local method that we all know. But the second method that I will show you is so much faster and also gives you the same results, so you can definitely pick your battles in the kitchen. Okay, so we just scoop it onto the chiffon cloth and we sieve it, and at the end, whatever you collect in the bowl under the chiffon cloth, of course you do this in batches, is what you would now take to the next step, okay, of preparing this cornmeal. Okay, so you just sieve it until you get like the dried chaff out of it. That's when you know that you've extracted the whole corn puree out of the mixture. Okay, and I'll show you what the chaff looks like, just in case you decide to make this pap using this first method. Okay, so you keep doing this in circular motion, and it's very water friendly. you have to add a lot of water to help you get this out. So as you're doing it in batches, keep adding water. Okay, and I'm going to put in the comment section a research that was actually done on this pap that proves that it has a very high amount of CFU on probiotics. I'm going to attach a research that was done on this pap that shows that it's high. It has over 500 billion CFU worth of probiotics in this, and this is extremely beneficial to our health. Okay, and if you're looking to include probiotics in your health, which I highly recommend, this is one way, and you can absolutely do it yourself. So this is what the chaff would look like. But now I'm done with this method because it's, it takes so much time. I set up my juicer and I just pour the blended puree. You remember the blended puree that we made, blended in the blender. Just pour it directly into the juicer and let the juicer extract the chaff from the juice that I would need to strain later in the cheesecloth. So just keep doing this. If you have a bigger juicer, you definitely do this in fewer batches, maybe 1 or 2 batches. But I have a small juicer, like you can see. So it took me a few batches, but it was definitely faster, and it didn't take me any hand work or arm work to get this done, and it wasn't tiring at all. I absolutely just left it there and went on to do other stuff while I kept putting more puree in the juicer. This is I think this is something, this is a kitchen hack. Absolutely, I would call it a kitchen hack because most of us that try to postpartum mothers trying to win their babies, or this is a staple food for us, making pap, ogi, eko, whatever you call it. This is something that can help you make larger quantities and help you store it in the fridge or freezer. I one time bought the powdered eko or pap from the African store, and I bet you it wasn't the same. Something was off. I knew it was absolutely adulterated. So this is definitely a breath of fresh air for me, knowing that I can make it at home myself and easier. Okay, so this is the chaff now that the juicer has extracted for me. It's absolutely dry. I'm trying to show you that it's dry and there's no moisture in it at all. So it definitely did a good job. Okay, so once we get everything, the first batch that I did, you can see from the video that most of the corn puree that we need has settled at the base. So I'm going to try to decant that because that part we do not need. Okay, the clear part of it, we're going to try to decant that carefully. And then if you have a cheesecloth, if you have a pillowcase, a clean one of course, we are going to pour it into the cheesecloth and let it drain. Okay, it's preferable that you hang the cheesecloth on something and just let it drain overnight. Or if you're unable to hang it like we do back home, you can put something heavy on it and just let it, squash out all the water, the excess water in it from the pap. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Amen. Okay, so this is the fun part. This is the part where you get that gratification that, oh my gosh, my pap is almost ready. Just a couple hours. When you wake up in the morning and find your pap ready, and just it's just a good feeling that we get. So we just squash everything in and tie it and then hang it. Okay, so pap is used by postpartum mothers because it has a very high quantity of water, and we know that water is absolutely necessary for the formation of breast milk. Okay, and also there's also ongoing research that says that probiotics may also be beneficial in preventing and actually reducing the course of COVID. Okay, so this is good because It helps to modulate our immune system, thereby helping our bodies to prevent diseases. Okay, so I'm going to put a bowl directly under the cheesecloth just so whatever is draining can get into the bowl. Is absolutely unnecessary. You can just let it drain in the sink, but I choose to do it that way. So I'm tying it really tight to squash out all the water that I can while I hang it. Okay, and I hang it right there on the cabinet, and I left it overnight. And this was the next morning, and this was the amount of water that I got out. You can see it's clear, and there's no pap in it because it's a cheesecloth. So next we're going to open it. You can put this in Ziploc bags and store it in your freezer. It's great. Okay, or you can store it in water. You put the pap in water in a jar and store it. But if you have access to constant light, the freezer will be your best bet. And this is the shaft that we're going to trash. But there are other uses for this shaft, but I absolutely don't need it at this time. That's why I'm going to trash it. Now we're going to explore and see what the final product looks like. Probiotics looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I would say most of the water extracted from it, as you can see, is dried or moist. Not dried, it is moist, and this is the texture that we need. Okay, and next, how would you know that you've made this pap successfully, other than to actually make the cornmeal? Okay, so we're gonna boil some water. Take some bit of the pap that we've just made and then dissolve it in water and then make the pap for you to see. If this video has blessed you in any way, please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you want more of this kind of videos, please do let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm going to leave a link to the publication that was done that proves that this is a good source of probiotics. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and God bless you. So now just watch how I make the pap from scratch. Okay, the cornmeal. So we dissolve the permit me for using pap and cornmeal interchanging, please. Absolutely just unintentional. So we dissolve the pap now. Okay, and then we put some hot water in it, and look how it has formed. And then we just stir and keep stirring till everything is well put together, and then our pap is ready. You can enjoy this with some honey, some milk, and then some sugar if that's what you prefer, or some agave or any sweetener of your choice. And of course, you can also enjoy it plain. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and God bless you. Bye bye.